I'm gonna cook the meat first. I have oil here. Right. I forgot to turn on the fire. Just gonna put it on number 6 for now until this one gets a little bit hotter and hotter. I have this pork loin boneless for Texas style ribs. So I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna try to focus it. So this is the meat I'm gonna be using today. I hope that it makes us all feel better. So I'm gonna cut it the way I like it. There are some fats. I don't know if I'm gonna remove that, but maybe not. It's gonna add to the flavorful taste of the soup. If you hear a guitar sounds in the background, that's Riley playing some guitars. It's almost dinner, so I'm making some soup. I hope that everyone is doing amazing. As for me, I'm doing better than all right. That's why I come up with some soup ideas today, because it's raining and also I love this soup. I grew up with this soup, so it's very nostalgic soup also for me, since it is a soup that I eat growing up in the Philippines. And I'm gonna show it everything for you step by step. Let me just rinse my hands quick. Now it's time to put our yummalicious meat. Perfect. Just gonna stir it. Give it a little bit of love for under. I have a diced red onion. I'm also gonna add some garlic. Put the heat a little bit down. All the garlic in there, followed with our beautiful red onions. It looks like the way I wanted, so I'm gonna prepare all the other ingredients. And you know what, I'm gonna add some water. Yeah, I think that's enough. Well, I'm bringing it to boil. Let me chop some veggies. Looks like our soup is now boiling. I'm gonna add a little bit of fish sauce right here to make it all deliciously. So to make it all yummy, I am going to add this Gabi style tamarind super mixed seasoning here. This is what I'm gonna be using because I have a vegetables that is gabi or taro here, so it's going to make it all yummy. So I'm just gonna open this. I actually just found this at Asian store, so if you are somewhere outside the Philippines, you can also get this at your nearest international cuisine or Asian store would be. So let's go ahead and pour it in there. If you're not sure, there's actually directions here at the back of this packet, so you can just easily follow that instructions there. I'm very bad with directions myself, but I've been using this when I was in the Philippines, so I don't need directions. I just go with the flow in life and not against the current. Oh, asa naman adtong istoryahan? Let's cut some veggies. Let's cut to the chase. Oh, I got them, all of them, from the Asian store. So I got this. Well, this was from the HEB, the famous HEB store here in Texas. But I'm gonna be using this as well. I washed them very good with just one hand. other hand's holding the camera. I hope you understand about that. And then tomato and some of these onion bulbs. So pretty onion bulbs. Light bulb moment. I am so grateful today, and my beautiful cutting board says give thanks to the Lord for everything. First and foremost, I am going to cut the tomatoes into just wedges. I don't know, WEDGES. I cut it like that, just like that. Anyway, yeah, so I am very grateful today because when I wake up this morning, I found out I was still breathing, kicking, and was able to take care of my dear student Riley. And that's why I'm very grateful to wake up this morning, and very happy because I'm able to move around and take care, like I said, take care of the household, take care of my daughter, and then I will take care of my needs. So yeah, that's one thing I'm very grateful every day, is that I'm healthy, I'm kicking, cooking, cleaning, and staying in my lane. I don't bother no one. Happy and living in peaceful life, protecting my energy from all the low vibrational activities. But I'm just that kind of person that I don't care. I really don't care. Actually, still raining outside, and I think that I'm also happy about that because it's been really hot and sunny for the last couple of months. You know, Texas is known for a hot weather, and that's why I moved here from New York State, because I like hot weather. So I'm not complaining about that, but also very grateful that it's raining all day today, and I really like that as well. Now, I just also want to thank each and every one for always tuning in, for always joining with my delicious dish here. Like I said, this is a Philippine cuisine. This soup is very famous in the Philippines, so whenever you go to eatery or restaurant, most of the time the local restaurants have this soup. If you are into a soup like myself, I love soup so much. Yes, I always like sinigang, bulalo, and tinola, etc. and etc. I made this soup today, and it's gonna be so yummy dinner because I'm gonna eat it with my rice. Rice is life for me. But anyway, I'm just going to make a little bit of hole in it, just enough for me to take the heat. If you can take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Oh. What is that saying? I just heard it. I don't know what that means, but yeah, it looks like that. I have this kalabasa, or like a squash in English. It's I think it's young, so I just bought half, since I have a lot of other vegetables that's gonna go with my delicious soup today. That is called sinigang, actually. So I just cut it like cubes, like this sizes here. And after this, I'm gonna work on other vegetables, like I said, step by step. I'm going to work on my kangkong here, or I believe this is called water spinach in English. I love this vegetable. I used to have a little bit of garden, this one, when I was a child. Well, they grow easily. They grow in a watery soil. So even if you just put a little bit of her like that in a soil, it will spread like an eagle. Let me start rinsing them first. I am going to make sure that there's no yucky germs hiding here behind this beautiful bushy green leaves. Can you see any worms in there? Alright, so let's chop these green leafy vegetables. And I love this. You should eat vegetables. If you don't like vegetables, try it. I love trying different things, food, places, or people. Let me put it down. So I'm just gonna cut it here, and then we're gonna throw that part and just cut it one by one. So just like this. Back when the life was very simple in the Philippines, I used to eat this soup maybe once a week, and that powder that I used earlier, that is called tamarind mixed soup. There's actually a tree. It's called the tamarind tree. There's actually a tree. So when we used to make this kind of soup back in the days, we used the real tamarind, not the powder. I remember we used to have a neighbor that has that big tamarind tree, and I would my parent would ask me to grab some tamarind, and they would mix it with yummylicious soup. I think this is enough. This is a lot. So I am going to peel some gabi. Gonna put that in there for now. I have gabi here and radish. That is from the Asian store. I am using a daikon radish. My grandpa up in the mountain top of the Philippines before, he used to have a lot of these root crops. This is called root crops. They grow underground, under the soil. So actually it makes it a little bit more tasty with the soup, because that soup is a gabi style. So I don't know what you say this in your language, or if you even know this kind of vegetables. But yeah, let me peel this daikon radish and this gabi here. How do you deal with a toxic work environment? I was just chit-chatting with my old co-workers when I was still working with her. She managed a store, so she have multiple toxic co-workers, and I told her that last time, I remember I used to have these two girls. I call them mean girls. They're, I think, best friend, but they're neighbors. We used to live in a small town in upstate New York, so mostly people know each other. But I used to work, this was back in maybe early 2000, because I was just maybe 21 or 22 years old at the time. And this work was only my part-time. I only worked there 2 or 3 times a week, and I was a newcomer, so I got the graveyard shift. I would, I think, clock in at 5, and then I would go home like 1 a.m. So this other girl, I would relieve her when I get there around 5:30, and the other one that's gonna relieve me will arrive around 12:30 a.m. But these two girls were best friends, right? So these two would, I believe now, they were gang up on me. So when I arrived to relieve the other one, she won't do the other things. This is a store, so there's a lot of things to do to run the store. Throw the garbage, do the dishes, because we sell pizza and all the other snacks. It's kind of like a country style store, I think, country store. But this was a long time ago, almost 20 years. So when I come in and would relieve her around 5 p.m., there was nothing done. No refills on the coolers and all that. But it was okay, because this was my third job, because all the other job I got was all part-time, and I really needed to come up with money that would cover all my bills, right? So I would pick up different jobs from these places. So this store was just my third job. Like I said, I only would go there twice a week. And anyway, the one that would relieve me, that her best friend would relieve me around 12:30 something a.m., she would not show up, and then they would be laughing the next day because I had a lot of work, right? But they didn't know that I was laughing at them because I was praying that she would call in so I can work double shift and get more hours, because the manager there was very nice to me, and she would give me hours if I need hours, but somebody has to call in so I can cover the shift. So anyway, to make this story short, they were laughing at me because I did a double shift. I care for my manager at the time, so I would call her and tell her that this so and so did not show up, and what do you want to do? Do you want me to just continue to be on the clock so I can work double shift? And she would say yes. And then she would arrive early in the morning. She usually would arrive around 5 a.m., but she would arrive around 3 to relieve me anyway. She was very nice. But yeah, that was like a toxic workplace environment, because they were just, we were all just young there at the time, and mostly kids that worked there. But the manager was the only oldest there. She was in her 40s at the time. But I was chit-chatting last night with my ex-coworker, and she's like, I'm so done with this. I can't wait to find another job. But I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I've not been in a workforce for several years now, so I don't know. Clock in, do your work, and do it right, even if no one's watching you. God is watching you and will bless you. And then you go home, get your paycheck, pay your bills, and that's how you handle it. I know it's easier said than done, because we're just human, right? It's a human nature that we're sometimes triggered to react. But I told her, just hold your breath, you can do it. Followed with our onion bulbs here or under, make it all yummy and tasty. Next, I will also add our peppers. Beautiful. Now some radish in it would be a little bit perfect. that is just looking so amazing and looking so yummy, right? I like that. Hope you like it too. Now followed with our tomato. Beautiful. Now I'll just bring it to boil and cover it for just 10 seconds. Pretty boiling hard right now. I am going to stir everything. It is very colorful and I really like that. It's just very delicious looking already. You know what? I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Okay, a little bit of coriander and some black pepper. If you don't have black pepper, well, of course you don't have to add some. And then lastly, well, not quite, I am going to sprinkle it some green onions here to make it all delectable and lovable, right? Then I will lastly add our water spinach. Are you okay there, baby? She's sitting there. But yeah, let's do this and it should be ready very soon. Are you ready to take a bite with me? Okay, so it is time for us to take a bite after waiting for 30 minutes. Let's have a plate. Time for us to take a bite. So usually I would eat it with my jasmine white rice here. So let's go ahead and get a soup. So I would usually put it on top of my rice. I really enjoyed making this video today. I hope to catch you on the next one. Cheers! It is so delicious. Turned out really yummy. And there's a lot of leftovers, I know that. Yeah, thank you so much for joining with me today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button. And I will catch you on the next one. Be safe out there. Bye-bye.
Living free, taking charge, hearts on fire.